some seats along the railing here. Underneath the awning. The first row. Speak up if somebody stands in front of you. Young women rioted in Times Square. They literally caused a riot, turned in the whole police department. A lot of people got arrested. Why was it a riot? They were trying to get tickets to a Frank Sinatra concert, right? In Times Square, Paramount. Okay. Somebody wrote it down, the Empire State. Thank you, GW. But right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going over people's heads. I don't mean intellectually, I mean literally. Underneath this boat, 90 feet of pressure. Engine the automobile. Now look alive and pay attention, because you're going to need this later, or you can walk around looking like you're lost. Up to you. The entrance to the exit point is the hollow tunnel over in Manhattan's Canal Street. You're going to need Canal Street to find Chinatown, Italy, and Oregon. Well, Canal Street was right across to the other side of the island, so we go around the other side of the island, there'll be something very big. Something will go under, something you will not need your imagination. With 220 floors of floor space, 220 acres, 2 buildings in a complex of 7 buildings, of which over 50,000 people worked in the towers every day. Impact number 2, 2 seconds before 9:03, United 175. Finish speed this time? There's a simple way to remember. Do not forget. Look how many people already have. Like I said before, forget about Amsterdam, then New York, Amsterdam. That's how Wall Street got its name. Directly up on that foot side is Wall Street, right behind that first train. From that pier, Pier 11, Wall Street Pier. Look over the elevated highway, look straight down Wall Street, and see the steeple of a church. It's only visible for a moment. Trinity Church, see it? At one time, the tallest structure in the city. That's where you want to start a tour. How about tomorrow morning? Gonna be a day like this. Start at Broadway and Wall Street Trinity Church really early in the morning. Take a spin around the cemetery. You'd be surprised who's buried along the downtown fence. When you finish there, walk right down Wall Street toward the shore of the East River. Within 1 moment, you'll be standing in front of the New York Stock Exchange. You turn around, look up, you find a big statue of George Washington on the steps of Federal Hall. Climb up, stand in front of him, have somebody take your picture. But make sure it's somebody you know. And you go get the picture. Get the picture. You then have a photograph of you standing on the exact spot where at the stroke of noon on the 30th of April, 1789, George Washington sworn in first president of the United States, when there were only 13 states and New York City was its capital. The first capital, the birth of a country. Then came Philadelphia, then came Washington, D.C. Over right starboard side, you know who owns this beautiful yacht going in the opposite direction? Somebody with entirely too much money. That's for sure. But your buddy, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to rock and roll a little bit. Speaking of engineering, what we're going to go into now? Only the second one like it on planet Earth. What we're under now is number 5 of the top 10 engineering wonders of the modern world. Only the second one like it on planet Earth when it opened on the 24th of May, 1880. This bridge, the second of 3 we're going to go under, is the Brooklyn Bridges, marks the younger cousin. The Manhattan Bridge opened in 1909. The entrance of the exit point over here, Manhattan, over on the left side is Canal Street. Around the corner here, Chinatown and Little Italy. Anybody else remember something else that happened in 1903? Brooklyn Bridge by 4.5 feet, about 1.5 meters. It's also the first one ever built out of steel. Also, LaGuardia and John F. Kennedy International Airport, the U.S. Open tennis tournament, the world-famous New York Mets, and the last, my ex-wife, Julia. And why is Julia my ex-wife? Because she used to stand up in front of people on my tour. What a nice day just to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. Off our right very starboard side is a huge bridge. It's not a suspension bridge, it's a cantilever and truss-in type. The day it opened in 1909, the same year as the Manhattan Bridge, people call it the Queensboro Bridge if you lived in Queens. If you lived in Manhattan, it became the 59th Street Bridge. Underneath it is Roosevelt Island. Now there's Roosevelt's and there's Roosevelt's. That's Roosevelt Island. Before that it was Welfare Island. Before that, Black. It was all things military in this young country in 13th state. Second oldest. Second oldest West. Decommissioned in 1996, the National Park Service is now recontouring it as a park. If you look over on the foot side, you see a bridge. Underneath that bridge is the rest of the entire world. That's the Atlantic Ocean. See that cruise ship on its way? Connects two bodies of land. Down to the left, lower Brooklyn Bay Ridge. Down into the right, Staten Island, the least populous borough. The bridge and the narrows underneath it are named after the very first European to ever bump into this area, totally by accident, Fort Wood. Been there since 1811, just like Fort Williams over there on Governor's Island. Interlocking fields of fire, you might notice. Her crown, 7.7 seas, 7 continents, and up to the top of her flame like a 31-story building. 305 feet 1 inch. 7.7 seas, 7 continents. Her crown in her left arm is a... Some friends for a cup of tea. Love in Mumbai.